Hey, welcome back everybody. Time for the next episode of Onimusha, where we're continuing to go along a place, and I've been looking up stuff so much I haven't paid a lot of attention to the combat, but I dig the zombies with the cool hats.
Ah! Oh no.
And it's the Splinter Cell guys. Good old Splinter Cell ninja. Yeah, so it's interesting because whenever you look at the game you can tell
Bats!
that it's mostly
Batcave.
2D layered, or well, pre-rendered images with limited 3D assets.
Mm-hmm.
Once you can go down the hole. Wait.
Once you go down the hole, you can't come back up. Will you go down? Yes, I'll go down.
Go down, you coward.
Yeah, I guess I can go down the hole.
Oh.
More bats!
That perspective was a little odd, but
The Batcave.
I mean, this is not an inaccurate statement. Oh,
Ah!
Splinter Cell ninjas.
More of them.
Anyways. Because, in some way, well, for its time, using these pre-rendered backgrounds were one of the best ways to get a detailed and good-looking background.
Yeah.
And then they put up a basic lighting filter to try and help the actual 3D models blend in a bit more.
Stab.
It helped them save on a lot of render space, because, I mean, crap. As a point of comparison, we recently played through Pikmin on this channel.
Yeah.
The largest map of that entire game has less polys on it than the model for Captain Olimar does, or not Captain Olimar, of the captain with the least amount of models on them in Pikmin 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, there's less polys in that entire map than on one character.
Jesus. So one of the things that kind of bugs me about
That
this
looks
part
awkward.
in particular, so like it looks like you can just walk right up the stairs.
Yeah.
But you can't. You have to press the X button to proceed forward to where you're on top of the stairs.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
They don't give you a prompt for that?
No, you have to essentially check everything.
It's like whenever...
There's a green scroll. I'll take it.
Oh, so those are the
Super
same extremist, or well, I say extremist, not like extremist as in like terrorist extremist type of extremist, but extremist as in like much more so devoted than your average Buddhist monk.
Mhm.
It's that same mummification thing that they would do to themselves that you see in Breath of the Wild
Yeah.
with the Sheikah monks,
Mhm.
which is weird because Sheikah is an actual religion and they are a hybrid religion between, I want to say, Buddhism and... Actually, wait. I want to make sure I get that right. It's
Okay.
between the Islamic faith and... Just one second.
Stab! There we go. Oh, I was actually able to like stab them both at the same time. Fluorite. So one of the things that during my first
Wait,
playthrough,
the tooth cleaning material, fluorite?
that's fluoride.
Fair enough.
Fluorite is it's like a gem.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that gem is harvested to make... Well, can be harvested to make fluoride.
Did not know that.
I mean, it's the same material.
So during my first playthrough, there were like God, so many years ago, I just happened to press the X button at a time, and I picked up a piece of fluorite, and I didn't know what it was for until much later. And then look at this. This is part of a puzzle.
There are powers subverted by a man against the demons.
Well, you have to get more volumes of that book,
Oh, okay.
and then it forms the rest of it. Down the long corridors and hallways. Here we go. Pots! It's almost like I'm playing Zelda all over again. Break the pots. No, I went over there. There we go. Open the chest. You got journal number 1. I'll actually read this because these are actually quite Interesting. Master Sugan and I followed the monster that has been kidnapping people around town and have been led to this cave. The cave seems to be a nest for demons. Every kind of monster imaginable, and even ones I never would have believed to exist, are here. They call themselves demons. They hate sunlight and seem to have lived underground since before the human race began. My master has already made up his mind to go into this cave. I am confident that my master has the power to dispel the demons. I have a little talent for drawing, and I also have faith and courage so that I will not be afraid of any monsters. Therefore, I'm going to record everything I see. This is going to be the most bizarre book in history. Samuel.
Let's see.
Super important. Hooray! Cheesy Capcom. So, Devil May Cry actually got an inspiration. Devil May Cry and Onimusha are both made by Capcom.
Yeah.
And anytime Dante gets a weapon, he always shows it off, much in the same fashion as this, which is where they kind of got the inspiration for it. So now...
From what I read, it was a similar team that worked behind both games.
Yes. Hooray! Now I have a lightning katana called the, I forget the name of this thing. It's called the Shiden.
Mm-hmm.
With the Rising Gem, otherwise known as Thunder. Or Lightning. Oh, you like puzzles, Trey?
Yes.
Here's some puzzles. So you get 3 moves, and you have to move these numbers into the correct spots.
To where it makes a linear order.
Yep. So, I already know the solution to this, but they are really, really fun. I already messed up. Yeah, no, I didn't mess it up.
Looks like you got it right.
You got the rope ladder.
That seems important.
It is. You literally only need it one time.
Oh, it's one of those. It's a Zelda puzzle, then.
Yes. Alright. The magic jewel. Use that to increase your magic potential, because we need that. Oh, hey, look, another box. Chant the name of a clan that's been subverted by the demons. It's the ogres, but we don't know that word in the language.
Okay.
Yeah. So, remember how I told you we need those books?
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't worry, we'll be back. But I'm also going to enhance. I'm going to enhance the jewel. Yeah, I might as well save. Why not? Alright. Oh, no, not slot 2. Alright. And away we go. A crystal fitted in the center, and there seems to be a thunder inside the crystal.
Okay. So, essentially, Sikhism is a part of the Islamic faith, but it's heavily influenced by Hinduism.
Mm.
But it's a Buddhist tradition that inspired the Sheikah of the Legend of Zelda series.
Mm-hmm.
But that it's a self-mummification process that essentially involves slowly waning down your diet
Yeah.
and starving yourself over the course of over 40 days until your body atrophies itself completely as you sit in meditation for 40 days straight.
Jesus.
But yeah, that's their road to enlightenment.
Specials.
Oh, nice.
He's dead now.
You know what has a similar special to that?
What?
The Keyblades you get from Atlantica in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, God.
Hey, in Kingdom Hearts 1, while some people hate the swimming in it,
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 1's Atlantica, I will take 10 times over before I deal with the singing mini games of Kingdom Hearts 2.
You see, I didn't have a problem with the singing mini games in Kingdom Hearts 2, just because like I love rhythm gaming, but also I hate the cheesy music. A giant monster took Princess Yuki and went down the dry moat.
I understand enjoying rhythm games, but those button presses aren't even to the rhythm.
Okay,
Which is inane to me, because you're sitting there and it's timed button presses, but they're timed to whatever the crap they feel like.
You've used the rope ladder. Down we go. See, if like the first time I played this, like I had no idea that like
You had to press X?
well, not only that, but like there's no real prompt for you to say like, hey, looks like something should go here. But you actually have to go into your item slot and click rope ladder and use.
So kind of like Eco, where it tells you that you can do the various control in the manual, but it just doesn't tell you in game. Did you ever bother to read the manual?
Are you referring to the Shadow of the Colossus Eco?
Yeah.
I never actually played that. Always wanted to.
It's a good game. There's one thing though, that if you don't read the manual, you'll probably get stuck on a rope swing. Because there's this part of the game where you have to swing from the rope to get yourself to a higher ledge.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is that they don't give you a prompt in the game, and it's not what you think it would be. Because typically, if you're on a rope swing in a video game, your first instinct is just, oh, if I push, backwards and forwards, I'll swing.
It's this guy.
Tell me about it.
Oh, look, he learned how to dodge since the last time.
Which is good, because a downward swing would be much more game-ending.
Yep. Ow.
But you haven't learned how to dodge, it seems. Jokes aside. But in Eco, there's a part where you have to swing.
Mm-hmm.
In most video games, you might just press backwards and forward to gain momentum.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work like that. Instead, that's how you climb up and down the rope, because prior to that, when you've had to climb up a rope or a chain, you're climbing up it. You're not needing to swing from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you swing? You press and hold the triangle button.
That's weird, but also at the same time, like, these are the same people who brought us Shadow of the Colossus, aka hold triangle to, like, I think it was triangle to, like, hold your grip onto something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes perfect sense. For that gameplay, or for...
There's nothing else in the game that uses triangle.
Oh, it's literally just for rope.
Yeah, for rope swinging.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, which I got stuck on that for a while. Had to look in the manual, and it's like, press triangle to swing from ropes and chains. Okay.
That is a little odd, but also like
And wait.
like the PS2 is
You're, crap, I'm trying to think. I don't believe it is your grip, because I want to say triangle is your jump button in Shadow of the Colossus.
maybe it is.
It is. Pretty sure. Anyways.
I mean,
Sorry, you were about to say that?
I don't remember.
Or
Oh
time out.
yeah, so that had to be really hard because like the PS2 was like right at the height of like renting video games, and like if you rented a game, you typically did not get the manual with it.
Yeah. So I found a bunch of old message boards from back in the early 2000s that were just like, what do I do? How do I progress? And then a bunch of snarky responses of, did you read the manual? Because don't get me wrong, I'm totally in the camp of... I thought he would have been more of like a final boss than your first boss, honestly.
Yeah. And then he just like disappears into a bunch of souls. There's just his dead body here.
I don't think he disappears into a bunch of souls.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he just stays there and a bunch of souls come out.
Well, it happens. Oh look, journal 2. I am a sad, pathetic coward.
Hey, don't be so down on yourself.
Weak and unworthy of the priesthood. My master was seriously
Who
injured
needs a
during the
priesthood?
battle against the demons. I could not do anything. I could not save my master. He asked me to bring his wounded body to the entrance of the cave. Then he began to perform his final ceremonial rites, which is what we just saw earlier. He made up his mind to offer his life and die there as a human sacrifice. With his remaining powers, he is trying to sacrifice himself and set up barriers at the entrance of the cave so that the demons cannot get out. My master gave me a document and a jewel, and then ordered me to leave the cave. That was the most embarrassing moment in my life. I felt relieved to know that I could come out of the cave. I was too happy to be leaving to be worried about my master. I can only think of myself. Afterwards, I hid the document and the jewel, and I came back to my master's place of sacrifice. I would never have willpower like that of my master. All I can do is learn as much as testament of my findings. Samuel. But yeah, that's very depressing. But hey, we'll talk about more uplifting things next time on Mumble Pack.
Or will we?
Dun dun.